How is the back feeling?
It reads hip. It's something that I've kind of already stated. It's this new territory for me. Newfound respect for guys that I've played with that have played through injuries. Cam Jordan, Sam Hubbard, DJ Reader, guys that are toughing it out for the cause and stuff like that. So it's just new perspective in year 9. So again, love what I do. Excited to get healthy and get back at it.
Statistically, it's the worst defense in the league. How tough is, as a guy who takes a lot of pride in what you do and kind of how the group plays, how tough is that for 9 games in just not to have the results y'all are hoping for?
Well, I mean, it's got to be tough on the players. It's got to be tough on the fans, and the coaches want it just as bad as we do, and organizationally as well. So, I mean, it's something that I think we all share that burden. It's unfortunate, but moving forward, we can only make corrections. I think the bye week came at the right time. Let's, gather the troops and do what we know we can do.
Does it feel like the defense is outmatched when you all take the field?
No, never. I don't think I've lined up against somebody that I've believed I was outmatched. I hope for the sake of the rest of the 10 guys, it's the same mindset. And, I do believe that, to identify these kind of issues. Like I also mentioned, I thank God that I'm a defensive end. I don't have to evaluate where everybody else is, but as a captain, I try to bring guys up and lead this defense. And the great thing about the NFL is there's a first and a last, and that's what makes it special. So identifying these problems is a new hurdle, and we'll get that squared away.
Given the way the last 2 games have ended, how hard has it been to be sidelined over the past 6 quarters?
Regardless of the situation of the game, I think being sidelined for a win or a loss, I think watching the Pittsburgh game was tough too. It's just wanting to be out there with the guys you love, and we've gone to work for a long time together, and some of the guys in the locker room has been over 4 years together. So giving my all and help making their job easier is something that I take a lot of pride in, and being a part of big wins. So it's tough, and you want to help, but at the same time, went out there and the Jets didn't necessarily help the team or myself. So that's new. Not what I envisioned, but again, moving forward, we're making decisions as a collective group, what's best for the team.
Speaking of moving forward, trade deadline's tomorrow. Do you hope to be here after 4 p.m.?
I stopped doing hopes and all that stuff a long time ago. It's you are where your feet are, and I'm incredibly blessed to be where I am right now. This is a National Football League. First or last. There's a limited amount of spots here, and this is an incredible blessing. Sick for the fans. I'm sick for the people that come and watch us, and it's tough games. But again, moving forward, I think we'll make the corrections we need to, and get back in the win column.
Do you think youth is there's a lot of young guys? Has been a big learning curve for those guys?
That's a tough question. I think we have an incredible amount of talent on our defense, and some things are out of our control. I think age of our defense is kind of irrelevant. We put the best 11 out there, or whoever thinks that is, and let it rip.
I think, have you gotten wind of any conversations the front office has had about potential trade talks? Have you been approached at all? Has that conversation come up?
I don't think I've caught wind of anything over the last 5 years, so I don't expect anything anymore. So again, be where your feet are. Incredibly blessed, thankful for my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to be here, and again another bit of adversity with this injury, and overcoming that. I'd like to see my opponent that's hitting me. That would be nice. But again, you don't always get what you want. Learn that too.
That was a cheap shot, Trey.
It's football, right? We know what we signed up for. I didn't see a flag hit the ground, so I don't think they thought it was cheap. So
for us who don't line up every Sunday, how unordinary is a play like that for you to experience?
Oh, it happened 2 times in 4 weeks, so it's seeming to be a trend here. So, I might have to put eyes on the back of my head or something to deter people from hitting me there.
Obviously, it was emotional after the game yesterday, Trey. Do you sympathize for the offensive players? Somebody like a Chase Brown who's like, why can't we just finish, the effing game?
Oh, I mean, you want competitors in the National Football League. You want tough guys, and I think Chase embodies all of that stuff. He might have been a little, to the media, I love you guys, right? I've done this a long time. I think there's some things we can address together. But again, that was his decision. He's a very emotional player. We want that. I can tend to be that way as well. But as long as we stay as a collective group, right? We lost as a unit, and that's all. Whatever the roster's made of, including practice squad guys. So we all take that on the chin and all weren't happy about that. And making those changes is something I think we should all be excited about for this bye week.
What do you think your reaction would be if you did get traded?
I don't go with ifs and buts, I don't think that's something that's reality. I think I'm excited for going home and playing with my son. That's something I look forward to that I know is, something I can look forward to. So, it is what it is.
You had said during the offseason, you want to help this team win a Super Bowl in whichever way that you can. Do you still have the confidence that this group inside here can win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff that's like loaded questions, right? I think that's one of them. I think we're worried about the next win. And, if everybody loses for the next 9 weeks, that could happen too. So we have no idea what's going to happen. I think the most important thing is getting back in the win column if we want to go where we want to go. And as competitors, I think we have the guys in the room to make a change.
What are you learning about yourself as a leader this year, and how can you still kind of have your voice heard when you're not out there on the field?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the most vocal of leaders. I think I've always taken a lot of pride in leading by example, and for my personal walk and how I've tried to maximize being a Trey Hendrickson. I think a lot of guys see how I work. I'd be lying if I wasn't shocked by becoming a captain, but I think it's an incredible honor in the National Football League, right? First or last, wherever you land. I think it's a special thing, and it was something that I was more grateful and thankful for when it happened.